What we're gonna do right here is go back, 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 back.
People always talk about reputation. I don't care about your other girls. Just be good to me. Friends are always telling me you're a user. I don't care what you do to them. Just be good to me.
When he cut the funky record, it sounds like death.
Just be good to me. You're a user. Reputation. Just be good to me.
Okay, what's up, everyone? How are you doing? Can we leave the music running, maybe? Quiet? Too quiet? Just about right? Oli Studio says that's better. Yeah, I rushed it a little bit. Like clicking on my face and I was like, oh, this guy has no hat. Like, oh, oops, sorry. How's the volume of the music? I mean, regarding to my voice, is it just about quiet enough so that it's bearable, or should I kill it? And now it's over. You can barely hear it, so I suppose that's good, right? I mean, I can turn it off. There, I increased it a little bit. But go ahead and tell me if I should turn it off, because I'm just checking out the vibes, right? I'm just checking if this makes any sense. It's fine, barely audible or gone. Okay, we will see how it goes. If it's going, it's good, like that, I suppose. If it gets too annoying, I will kill it, right? So I'm just checking out if that makes any sense for the stream. So what you're listening to is Hoffman. That's a dude from England. He is like Amiga fan, Amiga programmer. He codes video games in assembly for the Amiga still to this very day. He's also a DJ. He basically attends these Amiga conferences, like a yearly event in England, and where he DJs and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because you have mentioned that you like the music, right? And he has allowed me to use his music on my stream, basically for free. So I think I owe him at least giving him a shout out, right? So if you want to check out his music on SoundCloud, there is a link to his SoundCloud on literally every single one of my videos, because my introduction music into all of my videos is made by him. So that's the thing, right? He is a really good guy, and I owe him quite a lot for my introduction music. So if nothing else, I can just shout him out occasionally, right? Which track is this? Basically the one that's on the screen right now, right? Agent Glitch, the one that you're listening. And if you're asking about the track that is on all of my videos, that's Logos and Scrollers. Like if you go back to the list, SoundCloud webpage is glitching. I don't want to refresh this. I don't know what happened. If I refresh it, the music will stop. Basically, the track name is Logos and Scrollers, so do what you will with that. Why is there no my face? Oh, there's my face. Okay, sorry. I clicked the wrong button. Let's go and download. I wanted to download Debian Trixie snapshot. Download Debian. I think we can go to the default Debian web page, and then not this one, like alternate download. No, USB sticks maybe. No, that's just instructions. Where do we download these guys? Downloading Debian, release note, ISO, other release. Let's go to other releases. Trixie, testing. Maybe we can go to testing. No, I'm not that good with Debian download site. Debian for installation images. About testing, go to Debian installer, and then Trixie. Am I on the right spot? Trident says sounds too low. There you go. Now it's louder, but let me know if it's too loud compared to my voice, because it's not the point that we are here in a disco, right? Net installer, netinst CD images or CD images in this 64. Trixie from the December. I think we're good with this one. So What's the difference between Edu, Mac, or Trixie? I have no idea. What's the difference between these? I suppose I should download the last one that's just called Trixie. No idea what Mac is. What size or media? There are lots of files. What is a net? What is Edu image? The Edu is a special version that's targeted at specifically 64-bit Intel machines. Debian Edu Pure Blend. I have no clue what that is. Mac is for Intel Macintosh machines. Okay, I kind of expected this, but I hoped it was not that. Okay, let's go with the AMD 64. Music down slightly, please. Okay, how about now? Is that better? Did I click download? Maybe. Now I did. Desktop. Or maybe 2 downloads. Save here. Is it already downloaded? Cool. Okay, let's go with... let me get some sticks. Actually, we don't need a stick. Let's go with Ventoy. Ventoy works with Debian just fine. This will be a lot faster than burning the stick, right? Let's go ahead and mount this thing. And let's open this one. It didn't trigger that one. I need to work a lot on my Hyperland installation. A lot of things don't just work. So downloads like Trixie. What was the file? Debian Trixie. Copy. Ventoy. Let's make a new folder. Let's call it Debian. So move this one here, I suppose. And then paste one file. There we go. Medium prepared. And we're ready to install. That was fast, right? Yeah, burning sticks takes time. Ventoy is fine for stuff that can survive what Ventoy does, right? So the OpenMandriva is not that good with Ventoy. By not that good, I mean it doesn't quite install. Let me just sort this out on my desk. Okay, I'm gonna need some network, which I have somewhere here. Okay, networking cable is much faster than typing in my Wi-Fi password, which has a shitload of characters. Okay, we are ready with that. And what else do we need? Oh, the capture card, sorry. Capture card. Nothing was really plugged in, but usually everything works from the first attempt. Except for my Hyperline installation, which is still like uncharted territory for me. So with that I need some more practice. Okay, open BSD laptop, now opening. Let's go ahead and switch to my HDMI capture dongle. Let's see if this works from the first attempt. Yep, first attempt everything works. The logo of my channel that you have just seen, that's a BIOS boot image where it used to say Lenovo, now it says Now it's a Linux Renaissance logo. So whenever I turn on the laptop, it's a Linux Renaissance logo. USB. Let's boot that one. Debian Trixie, boot in normal mode. Is music quiet enough, or does it interrupt my voice? We will go with the installer, normal one. That's the only one I know how to use. I have never used the graphical one, so I have no clue how that works. Let's go with English. Should we go with United States this time? I have never picked United States in my entire life. Let's try that for a change. And key map, American English, that's fine. Though the keyboard is not American, but who cares? Let's see how this works. Okay. Seems to be behaving fine. Good old Debian installer from 30 years ago. It just works. How are you guys anyway? So the reason I'm trying Debian Trixie snapshot is because I want to get some vibes from this. So Intel Corporation, Ethernet or wireless. Let's go with Ethernet. It will auto-configure via DHCP. I'm getting a new laptop for my work, and I want to pick a new operating system for my laptop. So right now I am on Debian 12. Domain name not needed. Okay, so root password. This is something that Alexei taught me. Let me just read this. Some account needs to be available with administrative super user privileges. The password for that account should be something that cannot be guessed. To allow direct password-based access via the root account, you can set the password for that account here. Alternatively, you can lock the root account password by leaving this setting empty and instead use the system's initial user account, which will be set up in the next step to gain administrative privileges. This will be enabled for you by adding that initial user to the sudo group. Okay, so this text I have passed through this screen like a shitload of times, and I have never read what it says, or maybe I did read it like 20 years ago, but after that maybe they changed it. And I would simply, when I would saw the prompt root password, I would just type my root password. So it would always by default enable my root account and would not put my user into the sudo group. So I would have to put my user into the sudo group manually. And someone told me that I should just press enter on this screen to get my user into the sudo group. So let's do that for the first time in my life today. Like, let's press enter. Please enter the same root password again. Okay, the same, just enter. Full name for the new user. Okay. So that's my user. My password. Select your time zone. Let's go with okay, now we are in trouble. I have picked United States, so now I can't pick my actual time zone. But well, what's New York? New York is like Eastern, right? Let's go with Eastern. The time will be wrong, but who cares? It's just a demo installation. Sorry, my screensaver kicked in. I really need to tune my screensaver not to do that on my streaming PC. Okay, let's go. I'll just gonna move my mouse a bit more often or kill the screensaver demon or something. I cannot play with that right now. Use the entire disk with logical volume management. Let's go with regular entire disk. Who cares? For this, I'm pretty sure I have OpenBSD on this laptop, so nothing should be necessary to back up on this laptop, I'm pretty sure. So let's just run over it like a tank. All files in one partition, separate home partition. Doesn't quite change, not one bit for this particular live stream. Okay, 1 gig ESP, 1 terabyte ext4, 17 gigs of swap. So we will be able to hibernate if you want. Finish partitioning. Write changes. Yeah. Who said what? Raspi said, I never read this either, and I was wondering why my user wouldn't have sudo. Exactly that. We all just like skip through these nice informative texts, and I am most guilty of that just as well. So I never really noticed that you have to skip giving root password in order to get your default user to have sudo access by default. So that's a novelty for me, right? I have learned this maybe a week ago at most. So that's cool. So the reason why I'm installing Debian 13, I'm not sure if I finished my sentence completely, is because I am getting, once again, I'm gonna get interrupted. Mirror country, let's go with something close to me so that the download is faster. Okay, I'm getting a new laptop at work and I need to pick a new operating system. So now I have Debian 12 and I'm thinking whether I should go with Debian 13 for the new laptop. I mean, I cannot install it immediately because it's my work laptop and I need a stable operating system. So clearly I will not install Debian 13 snapshot, but will rather wait for the final release. So that's one of my options. Another option is to go with Arch Linux, with which I have like half a year of nice experience with. I could use just an LTS kernel to like minimize some of the breakages that happened. If you have watched Brody Robertson video like yesterday or 2 days ago, there was some issue with kernel 6.13 or even 6.14 on the Arch Linux, right? But not with 6.12, the LTS one, right? Participate in package survey, yeah, why not? So with a work laptop, I may go with the LTS kernel, right? Debian desktop environment, GNOME, XFCE. Shall we go? I actually want to see KDE Plasma because GNOME is a bit boring. It's always the same. Do we need this star here? I just want Plasma. And I want SSH server just to be on the safe side. Choose a Debian blend for installation. Now, what is this? What is a Debian blend? Choose a Debian blend. I have never heard of the term Debian blend. Does anyone in chat know what Debian blend is? If not, I can quickly search it online. Like, let's see what Debian blend is. What is Debian blend? Debian pure blends. Debian pure blends are solution for groups or people with specific needs. Meta packages. Oh, okay. Children signed. Okay, so it's a pre-configured packages. Gamers, lawyers, medical staff. Well, I am a gamer, so let's see how Debian blend can handle gamers. That's an interesting option that I haven't seen in Debian 12. Let's go back to my laptop. Alexei says it's like specially Debian for medical use. Alexei, are you sure that it's just for medical use? Because in here, HDMI cable. So in here it says, like I would expect if I pick Debian blend, I would expect the next screen to offer me who am I of these various groups, right? That's what I would expect, right? Pure and blend are words that should not be combined. Pure blend, right? So give me a hint, guys. Do you want me to choose a Debian blend and see if it will give me an option to become a gamer? Don't expect Steam to be there. Well, yeah, I understand the Debian philosophy, but you know, okay. Let's decide. Let's decide. Give me a second. Engage with your start a poll. Should I pick blend option? Okay. Yes, no, and vote now. Vote now. In 1 minute, I'm going to I'm going to select. You have no idea what it will install. Okay, let's just click on the vote button as soon as fast as you can. Let's not waste too much time on the poll. This is just for shits and giggles. We are so far in the lead with the no option. Click some more. There is 16 of you and just 3 votes. Click. Let's click. Now we are at 50-50 again. Okay, pull ahead with whatever option you want to go with. 60% for yes. Okay, a bit more. That's just 5 votes. Let's go with 10 votes. Someone unclicked and clicked again. Okay. Yes is in the lead. Okay, where are we? With yes, 7 votes, 71%. Oh, okay, I suppose we can go with yes. Raspi says, I abstained since I think it's a bad idea, but I'm curious. Raspi, it cannot be a bad idea on a testing laptop. We are testing on a testing laptop. We don't really care about this installation. It's not a serious install. It's not a serious OS. It's just a snapshot from a future operating system. So we're all good. We can break it. We can fix it. Damn land trap, I just joined. No idea what I'm voting on. Good. That's what we need. We don't need to know what we are voting on. That's perfectly fine. We are voting on whether we will click this option. So we have 7 votes for yes. So let's pick this option and end poll, and who won? The yes people have won. So we can go ahead and click continue. And what are we getting? We're getting nothing. Well, basically I expected to get a question which will give me an option whether I'm a child or a scientist or a gamer or a lawyer or a medical staff, or am I visually impaired, but none of this happened. So it might be that Alexei was right, that it will give us like a what did he say, like a medical setup. Well, but never mind. Let's try it and see how it goes, so we can educate other people who will ask the same question in the future. Good enough. We are now retrieving files from the internet because I have downloaded like a CD image which shouldn't contain too many packages, and certainly not KDE. And I have picked KDE because I want to see if there is KDE 6 in there already. I think it should be. I mean, the freeze, the Debian freeze, the first phase of freeze is happening like in 2 months, I think. 1, 2, like January, February, March. In March, something like in the middle of the March, first what do they call them? Freeze of the toolchain freeze. Is it something like that? The first The first freeze phase. Is it called toolchain freeze? Maybe I have remembered wrongly. You guys can check if you want. I think it's called toolchain freeze. Trixie has 625. That's fine. That's fine. They still have time to put 6.3 in there because the hard freeze is happening in 4 months, I think, from now. I think they have like at least 3 months. At least they have 3 months to put 6.3 in there. Okay, good. But I don't need to test 6.3. I just wanted to know that 6 is in there. So which 6, more or less, it doesn't matter too much because KDE will be buggy until, I don't know, 6.20. It is what it is. With the KDE, right? So it doesn't matter how buggy the version in Debian is. You probably shouldn't use it if you're allergic to software that's not that polished. Damland Trap says, I have been using Debian 12 so far, but I am thinking of moving to Mandriva to try it out. Well, basically we are on a similar page. However, on my private computer, which I use for streaming and video creation and gaming and programming and basically everything of my personal private use, I am on Arch Linux right now. I have been on Debian previously, but Debian wasn't very good for my content creation because I tend to test a lot of new things. And for new things, I simply cannot use Debian. It's not adequate for what I'm doing right now with this video channel, right? But I'm a big fan of Debian since forever. And I use it for work. So for work, I was kind of thinking whether I should try something new, and I'm not really sure if I should go with Arch Linux for work because I have it at home. So, like many Arch installs on many computers, what do I get from that? I get like more of the Arch experience, right? So that's kind of good. I get like turbo boosted with my Arch learning curve, right? That's good. But whether I need to have Arch on 3 computers because I have Arch on yet another laptop, which I carry around, my personal one. So do I really need 3 Arch Linuxes around? Probably not, right? Whether I would want to have some OpenMandriva experience, probably yes. I'm a little bit scared of that, to be honest. I'm gonna finish this sentence. Let's see what this says. Debian can be widely adapted for people with specific needs. Okay, we are actually getting the screen which I have been expecting. For some use cases, there are Debian pure blends, which provide ready-to-install meta packages to ease this task. Here you can choose which of these blends to install. So there is 3 of them. Debian Medical, Science and Medicine, Debian Astra, Professional and Hobby Astronomers, and Debian Junior, Children and Their Guides. Okay, so I'm kind of intrigued what the children part is about. I'm not sure if it will. This will just install some pre-selected packages, right? It will just populate my start menu, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go with children, because that's what I'm most interested at from these 3 options. So there are no gaming options here, contrary to what the web page said. Steve said 6.3.0 is unstable, will migrate to testing when all of the build issues on all architectures is fixed. Do you think that 6.3 would manage to transition to something remotely stable in 3 months from now? Alexis says, I think for trying out, it's better to either dual boot or use VMs. I'm not sure what are you referring to trying out this what we're doing now, or do you mean trying out OpenMandriva on my work laptop? Because for my work laptop, I'm a little bit scared of installing anything that I don't have proper experience with, and by proper I mean at least like half a year, right? So that's where I'm at with Arch now. After half a year of using it, I'm getting a somewhat solid idea of how it behaves, and you know, I'm fairly comfortable with it, right? Not far from an expert, right? But I would hell with this screensaver. Let me just kill this screensaver because it's getting on my nerves. Kill all hyper idle. Okay, it will not trigger anymore. Good. What were you guys saying? Is the music still playing? Oh no, the music seems to be stuck. But that's fine. If you want to get music back, let me know, and I will play it. I don't know why it's stuck. Maybe it came to the end of the playlist. I have been using Debian 12. Okay. Gabriel says I use Debian on encrypted SSD, but when I tried to move from Debian 12 to 13, something broke and Debian bricked. Why would you even try to upgrade 12 to 13, which doesn't exist yet? You mean you tried to migrate from stable to testing, or what? What do you mean, Gabriel? Let me try to read N1VZ3R. So that would be like I don't know how to read that. Nivizer, or help me out. How to read your name? Almost read life sentences and medicine. Yeah, life sentences and medicine. Right, that's fine. Alexis was responding to Daimland Trap. Okay, good. Steve says yes, Trixie is testing and will become stable soon. Well, soon-ish, like maybe roughly in July, I would say. Steve says I've been running OpenMandriva on this daily driver laptop for about a week. No issues so far. I was using PopOS 22 previously. Okay, I tried. I used OpenMandriva for more than a week, so it definitely works. I have some. Let's call them reasonable objections to how OpenMandriva handles updates. Let's start with positives, in my opinion. So everything that you're about to hear now is all purely my opinion. OpenMandriva has this rolling mode of update, but it's not exactly rolling. It's more like a stable rolling. It's like a stable distribution which gets new updates every month, something like that. But it's not precisely 1 month. It's more like when it's ready, right? So they have this cooking version of their actual rolling distribution, which they really call Cooker. So that's the actual rolling one for them, and that one breaks a lot to the best of my understanding, which you can actually use if you want. So that one gets updates literally like Arch, but not like stable Arch, but more like the testing version of Arch. So a ton of updates. So when this version is like stabilized in about a month of the previous release of Rome, then they stop filling it up with new packages and test to the best of their abilities, as I understand it, and they released the next snapshot of the Rome version. So if you're on Rome, when the next Rome is ready, you will get a full operating system upgrade all at once, right? But in the meantime, you will get almost nothing. only if something is really broken, then they patch it and fix it to the individual packages, right? But if nothing is broken, then you will get no updates in between this month or the last month. And once again, I'm not claiming that they update once per month. They update when they are ready, right? So one of my objections to how they do it is that, you know, when you install a noob distribution such as Ubuntu, the way this works is that let's say that you have no clue what is going on under the hood, right? And at one point your GNOME will pop up with new updates available. Click here to update, and you will click it and it will update and reboot and all is good. You don't have to really think about it. You can also do the manual update if you want, perfectly fine. It will update to whatever it's available, right, at that moment. But with OpenMandriva ROM, you shouldn't really update whenever you want. I mean, you shouldn't really check for updates whenever you want. Basically, you should go to their forum where they announce the next update, and you will see usually you will not see any announcement. If there is no announcement, then you don't really have to even attempt to update because they usually announce when it's time for an update. And when they announce it, they say the update has started. Please do not upgrade now. Wait for the server to sync and compile everything, right? Whatever they do. I'm not even sure what the entire process is on the back end. But what I do know is that they literally write on their forum, please do not run the update now because your system might break if you update now because the server is catching up with all of the packages. And then when you see that message, then you are happy because you know the update is coming. And a little bit later, they put another, how do you say it, announcement. The server is now fully synced. The update server, right? And now it's safe for you to run the update procedure. So what I think is slightly wrong with this is that they should give us, how do I say it? Basically, they should make it so that you cannot update while the server is not fully ready, right? Maybe it's easier said than done. But if they want to be a noob-friendly distribution, which is what they claim that they are, then they should make all the effort possible that you cannot break the system by accident. And by accident, I mean by running the update procedure at the wrong moment. That's my personal opinion, right? Installation is complete. Choose continue to reboot. Okay, let's continue to reboot. Okay, I have unplugged my hard drive with Ventoy. There we go. Debian Linux. It has a newer version of Grub than Arch does. That's interesting. Or maybe that's just the number behind the dash, right? Maybe that's just a Debian numbering. I tried. Let me catch up with chat after I log in with my account here. Okay, first login into KDE. I didn't check. Was it Valent session or X by default? Was it a Valent session? Let me just check in the about. That's the fastest I can do. About this system 625 it is on Wayland, right? Let's see if I can display configuration. I want to zoom in. Oh, it's already zoomed in. Tell me if the scaling is good for you guys on your screens, or should I go to 150%? Let me just catch up with chat. Gabriel tried to switch from stable to testing by editing aptitude configuration, but I likely brick something and always bricked, and I was using Debian unencrypted X4 partition. Well, I don't know what to say. Usually you should be able to switch from stable to testing at any time, but you really need to read what apt tells you during the upgrade. Alexei thinks that my download speed dropped hard. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest, but could be. Alexei, what about security updates then? Do they have a separate repo for them? I think they do have a separate repo for security. And as I said, they do have some of the updates in between these months, right? But what happens in roughly 1 month is that they give you feature updates, like all new versions of everything, right? That's like it's like using Arch and not updating for a month, and after a month then running system update on Arch. Basically it gets you in the same place, right? It's just that on Arch you actually can update 5 times per day, while on OpenMandriva you cannot, because there's nothing to update except some fixes, right? Or security stuff. Steve basically agrees with me about the don't update now procedure. Let me Da Bunisher, welcome to the chat. You like my hat, thank you. Let me just go to the OpenMandriva. Actually, we can go with this web browser, right? What is this browser? Is this Firefox? No. What is this? Set as default web. Why is web a default browser on KDE? Ask again later. Is this really web from GNOME? About web? Oh, nice. Let's try YouTube. YouTube never worked on this browser for me. Oh crap. Different keyboard. youtube.com. Okay, let's see if this works now. I tried this web browser a couple of times and YouTube literally never worked. Oh, we can watch ourselves. That would be an inception. Oh, the commercial works. The commercial works. Damland's Trap says scaling looks fine to me. Gabriel, I read it. It should be I read, but okay. What aptitude warned me about, and that's funny. When I tried from stable to seed, everything worked fine. It is what it is. What it is? Why is this commercial so long? Alexei, it probably came with the children blend. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it did. Maybe it did. Why is this commercial so long? Okay, so looks like the YouTube works now, right? Looks like YouTube works. You only gave me 9 likes. Do some more. Let me show you forum OpenMandriva so that let me just show it to you how they communicated this with the audience, right? For all of the new guys here, I'm gonna show you around with Debian 13 in a minute. Let me just show you something about how OpenMandriva handles updates, right? I don't think that this is a problem for me, who is familiar with this fact, but you know what I said about new guys and general newbies, because they do want to be a newbie friendly distro, right? So from that perspective, I think it's not good. What is this? Okay, Rome major upgrade expected. Let's see if this is what I'm talking about. So this is, oh, sorry, let's go to the bottom. Let's go to the bottom. So this, I think this is the right thread or thread. January 15. Okay, let me show it to you. January 15, January, November, January. Okay, so let's look at this. January 12. Are you following along? January 12. Rome users attention please. The process to copy cooker, that's the one that's fully rolling and experimental and whatever, you shouldn't be using that. The process to copy cooker repositories to rolling Rome has just started. Okay, January 12. We suggest to not update the system or install software until it's finished. We'll keep you informed when it will be the time to perform distro sync again. Instructions will follow. Stay tuned. And 3 days later, process finished. It is now safe to use your distribution again. Okay, so tell me your honest opinion on this. Don't let me put my opinion into your mouth. Just say what you think about this. I'm actually a fan of this distribution in general, right? But I do have, in my opinion, valid criticism, which I will communicate with them because they are really good guys. Maybe they're not many, but they do listen to good critique. Gabriel is wondering how is it that Epiphany is a default browser on KDE. Gabriel, Alexei thinks that this may have happened because I have chosen kids blend, right? It could be. It could be. I don't know. It could be that because I chosen the kids blend. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. What is it in chat that you have been saying? Yeah, I only only says I only use it now and then, but it is always a really nice experience. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm glad it's a nice experience. I use it with uBlock Origin and Consent-O-Matic. uBlock Origin in Epiphany? Epiphany can do extensions? Really? I have no clue. I didn't know that Epiphany can do extensions other than the built-in ones. Browsing, languages. Where are the extensions? Where do you put uBlock Origin? Silent Jet 85. I think an easy solution would be for them to upload a file to the repo, like update in progress or something, whenever they start an update, then just patch DNF to check for that file. That's exactly what I proposed to them. That's exactly what I told them. Exactly that, Silent Jet. Word by word, that's what I said to them, and they were not against it. They just said like no, I cannot quote them, but they said something like noted, like they have taken it into consideration, and I don't think it's a priority for them, to be honest, but in my opinion it should be, because they have been growing really hard in the past month. And if they want to keep the trend, they should not make people, sorry, I'm generating words in English. They should not make people regret their decision to hop on OpenMandriva, right? So from my perspective, I'm fine with reading the forum, although I don't like it. I don't like it, but I'm fine with that now that I know how they do it, right? I just... I don't know. I would like, you know what I do on my Arch Linux. I have a script which basically checks for new updates every hour, like every 60 minutes, and it just shows on my waybar. Actually, it's not in my waybar right now, but it used to be on my KDE panel up until a few days ago. I have had just a small number on my panel, just a small number, nothing else. And this number would be parsed from Pacman, which would tell me every 60 minutes how many packages are currently upgradable. And I wouldn't upgrade every hour. I would just let it hang until I get a big number. You know, when I see like 50 packages maybe upgradable, maybe I would be like, okay, let's look what is there to update, maybe not. If there is over 100 packages, then I would be more inclined to get them, you know, updated. If I get a lot higher than that, then clearly it should be time to upgrade, right? That's how Arch should be used, basically. On my laptop, it was turned off for like a couple of weeks, and they changed something regarding how they sign keys. And when I turned on my laptop after a couple of weeks, it was no longer upgradable at all. It was completely broken. Pacman was broken, and Pacman -SYU did not work anymore. It was complaining about broken certificates. It was easily fixable, but you would have to... I had to learn how to fix it, right? I had to resync all of the keys. It's just that Pacman wasn't able to fix itself at this point because I have had too long of a gap between updates. If I was updating like every week, this would not have happened. Let me just check what you're saying in the chat, right? All this studio in Zen browser. Okay, I thought you were speaking about Epiphany. Victor is putting his hand up. Feel free to speak, Victor, if that's like in-class hands in the air, like a wish to speak teacher. Gabriel says Epiphany doesn't support extensions, but it has ads blocker. Clearly, it doesn't block ads on YouTube. Alexei, it can... What did Alexei write? It can, but it is considered experimental and needs to be enabled in dconf. Oh, the extensions. Aeon, welcome in. Hello. And Gabriel has changed his mind. Okay, let me show to the new guys who have been stuck on this screen for the past 10 minutes. So we have installed Debian Trixie snapshot. Let's go with console, right? Let's zoom in a little bit so that everyone can see clearly. Sudo apt install fast fetch. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, that's the new apt interface, right? We'll get to that soon enough. The new apt is in this distribution, so that's actually something that I'm looking forward to. Fast fetch. Okay, so here we go. Let's decrease the size of this a little bit. Why is it not decreasing in size? Okay, now we're good. You should be able to see this. We are on Debian Trixie, so future Debian 13, right? Kernel 6.12. I am absolutely sure that 6.12 will remain on this distribution even in July, but it will no longer be 12, but something newer. We have been up for 15 minutes, of course, rocking the full HD resolution with Plasma 6.2.5 at the moment. I believe it will upgrade a little bit in the following 3 months before it's completely frozen with Debian 13. We are in Wayland session with default themes, default fonts, whatever, default everything. We have like 16 gigs of RAM and an 8th gen CPU, if that's of any of your concern regarding this stream. I don't think that matters too much right now. My laptop has 2 batteries, one charging, one charged. So what else I can tell you? 6.12.12. Let's see if we can update this. Okay, so sudo apt update. Let's see what is waiting for us. Okay, notice some sources can be modernized. Run apt modernize sources to do so. Cat at apt sources list. What else? What else do we have here? Just standard files. Okay, what did it say I should do? Apt modernize sources. Apt modernize sources. But I'm a user. Okay, we will need to do sudo here. The following files need modernizing. Apt sources list, exactly what I thought. So the modernizing will replace .list files with the new .sources format. And add signed by values where they can be determined automatically, and save the old files into the list.back files. This command supports the signed by and trusted options. If you have specified other options inside brackets, please transfer them manually to the output files. Let's do what it says. Okay, and let's cut the file now. Oh, sorry. What did it do? Apt. What did it do? What did it change? Sources. It changed our sources list into a backup file. There is no new sources list file. What did it say? It will do the modernizing will replace .list with new .sources format. Maybe it entered a subdirectory, or I'm blind maybe. Sources list .d. Debian.sources, maybe that's the one. Okay, I guess that's the one. Let me just catch up with chat for quickly give. This version with KDE is unusable because they not support SMB protocol, which is a no-go. Okay. Ion 2725 packages. Okay, yeah. Ion I have selected with the installation. I have selected normal Debian installation with KDE and with the children package. And we are about to find out what that is. Kernel 6.12 and over 2500 packages. Okay, Oli Studio, give a thumbs up to the stream, people. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs ups. Alex say Debian moved to sources format instead of sources list. Raspi says .sources is the new key value format. Yeah, it is supported in 12. Just preferred 13 plus. I could move my existing list as practice. I don't know. You only need tip the text. You only need tip the text in command line. It supported sysapt 1.1, which was like 9 years ago. Oh, okay. Good. Anyways, let's do the sudo apt update. I want to get it up to date with the today. Sudo apt full Upgrade. Oh, so during the install, everything was already up to date. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. For some reason, I expected it to install. Yeah, I'm stupid. Because I downloaded an image from December, but I forgot I was online and it just pulled everything new. We're good, guys. We're good. We are up to date. Let's see what the children stuff is. Probably that's too big. You don't use Midnight Commander. That's easier to tinker with your files. Yeah, it would be. It would be. I'm just not used to MC. Probably not good for low-end computers. What is not good for low-end computers? I failed to catch the context. You can upgrade to Sid. Yeah, I could upgrade to Sid, but I wanted to try like legit Trixie to be. So we can upgrade to Sid just for shits and giggles. I have half more hour for this stream. Let's see, development, Kate, education. Okay, Tux Paint. Okay, I can see where we are. So this is some of this is children package, right? Kturtle. Kturtle, what is this? Help about educational programming environment that aims to make learning how to program as easy as possible. Okay, what is the language used here? Or is it a language at all? Editor. I need instructions for Kturtle. Examples. Flower, triangle. Let's go with triangle. Reset, repeat, 3, 4. Oh, the moving. Okay, I understand now. Step by step. Okay, run. Where's the stepper? Oh, okay. So I just press run. Yeah, I understand. It's like the what's the name of the popular logic programming for kids thing? The one with the graphical programming. My brain is stuck. I know what yeah, Scratch. Yeah, so Scratch was inspired by Turtle. Okay, I see. Maybe I should be ashamed, but I did not know about Turtle. I know about Scratch and how it works, and my kid works in Scratch, but I did not know about Turtle. This is interesting, but my kid is now a little bit ahead of the Scratch and Turtle. She's using Python, learning Python now. Whew, so I guess we are past the point of Turtle at this point. Imagine logo or a logo Motkin. Alexei says you can literally install Debian with no GUI, just the base system, and then install whatever you want yourself. Yeah, of course. Server style, and then you drop whatever you need on top of that. Turtle, okay, education, G compress. Let's see what this does. Welcome to G compress. You are not getting sound from this because I think I did not set up the HDMI sound properly. But the sound is not that relevant. Do you want to automatically download or update the following external assets, voices for your language? Yeah. But my English is language is English here in this install. But yeah, whatever. Put your favorite activities here. My favorite activities: typing. My first keyboard. Position, logical, graph coloring, railroad. I like trains. Observe and remember the train before the timer ends, and then drag the item to set up a similar train. If you forgot the model. I'm too impatient for this. Alt F4. Little Wizard. Development environment for children. Little Wizard. Wizard. New. Do you want a new project? Yes. Go one more steps. Math. 1, 2, 1. Conditions. If. Okay. Okay. Too impatient for that as well. More education. Pi Sci game. A little set of educational app for kids. Stellarium. Okay, Stellarium is really cool. I don't want to run it now. I have run it countless of times, but that's a really good application for you know, checking out where the stars are right now and stuff like that. Tux Paint. I don't remember running this. I have heard of Tux Paint, but never really run it. Why can't I maximize this? What wizard is, what sorcerer is this? Why is it not maximizable? They're kidding me. Why is this not maximizable? Full screen. Now it's literally scaled in the stupidest way possible. I don't like it. Games. Brain Party. 36 puzzle games for all of the family. Play a 3D Tetris game. This one is not maximizable as well. Why? Okay, this one is at least is not that blurry. Level 0. Oh, I have played this on an arcade machine with the real money, right? That you insert and then you play when I was a kid. I remember this. This is kind of nice. Nice memories. Why is there no... I would like to see a trace to the bottom. That would help me out a lot. But okay, let's pretend that I can play this. Let's pretend that I know what I'm doing. Like here and here. How do I turn? Which button is for turning? Alt A. Oh, nice. I guess this is a... Okay, we need it like this and like this. Nope. Oh, that would work. Okay. And crap. Nice. Okay, one line down. So you guys said imagine, or okay, so you don't know about Linux kernel ported to Scratch. Probably no. Silent Jet, yeah, I always install Debian that way so I can have a more minimal KDE. Okay, good practice. Kubuntu seems to have a more polished KDE desktop than Debian. Kubuntu 24.10 I suspect you're talking about, because 24.04 is on KDE 5 still. Okay, let's kill this game and see what else is there for the kids, right? Games, Cube, Flood. Was there something called Feminine 15. Circus, throw the clowns before they fall. Okay, goes full screen automatically. Like all games should do. One player. Oh, I can do with the mouse. Oh, cool. Not bad. This could be a nice practice for my first SDL game. I like this. It's very simple. Yeah, too bad you can't hear the music, but it's kind of funny. Okay. Even Kubuntu 24.04 LTS seems better. Yeah, but with the old Plasma that can't handle Wayland. Not that you really need Wayland, but you know, just in case. Okay, development, education, games. SuperTux. SuperTux is awesome. Love it. GIMP, I have GNOME, Contrast, Ocular, LibreOffice Draw, Internet. Okay, let's. So Firefox is actually installed. So it could be due to the kids package that we got Epiphany, or no, maybe the Epiphany came with the fact that I did not. I thought that maybe I clicked the first star which said like Debian desktop environment. I have unselected that one. I have only selected KDE desktop environment and then kids package. Okay, good. Give me a hint. What do you want to see here? Because there is nothing. Okay, let's go with the, actually let's check out the apt. Let's check out new apt. Sudo apt version, right? Or maybe like this. Okay, so apt 2.928. Was it not supposed to be apt? Was it not supposed to be version 3, or was I dreaming? But let's install something. Let's install something. Sudo apt install Emacs. Okay. Okay, it is a new view, right? Installing Emacs, installing dependencies, a little bit of color, suggested packages, like really neatly lined up, nice to read, and the process of installing should be a little bit nicer than before. There was, yeah, the line, but this is the same progress bar as before. Maybe I was using Sid, where I saw the all new apt version. It will be 3 when it's ready, but is it 3 in Sid right now? Because I'm pretty sure that I have used one of the future Debian versions, which had some more visual flair to the apt command. Maybe it was Sid. Do you want me to switch to Sid quickly? I don't know how long that would take, but we can try. Let's see if I can handle the new sources format blindly. At its apt sources list the no. Okay, so suits Trixie. Let's guess that I should change this to Sid. Signed by Deb source, Debian security, Trixie security, Sid security, although I don't think that Sid has security. I don't think that Sid has security repository, but apt will complain about it anyway if it doesn't exist. So we will find out soon enough. Trixie updates. Let's I hope this is okay. No, I'm just stupid. Okay, I'm not very good with this editor. Let's go with the stupid way. I need to learn this editor properly and not make a fool out of myself. Sid and Alexei says there is no Sid security or Sid updates. Okay, then let's just kill everything. Sid and sudo apt update. Okay. So in my opinion, it is not a good idea to stay inside the graphical environment for the full distribution update. So let's go ahead and move out of there. Dart. Okay. Set font. What is the name? What is the name of this font? The sharp one. We talked about it the other day. The terminus. Terminus dash 28 bold or narrow. I don't know. I'm just trying to guess. What's the name of the font? What is the location of fonts folder? Var lib. Actually, let's we have locate. No. Remember the -u option. I want to increase the font size so that everyone with the at least one eye can see what is on the screen. And I forgot the folder where the console fonts are. Oh, that you want? No, I just wanted to do it live in just this session, but okay. Any help is appreciated. Reconfigure the. Okay, sorry. Sudo dpkg minus retson figure. I need to read in Croatian because that's how I'm faster. Console setup. Okay. UTF-8, we're good with that. Latin 1, oh, we can stay on Latin 1. Terminus, I want terminus, and the 28 or 32 for you guys. 28 is big enough, I think. Let's go with the biggest one just for shits and giggles. Oh, it's actually good. Sudo apt full. Actually, sudo. Let's do sudo system control sddm stop. No, sorry, I meant stop sddm. Good. Now let's go with the sudo and apt full upgrade. And you wanted me to use the -u switch. I would go without the -u switch blindly here, but if I would upgrade, yeah, full upgrade will do all of that. all of that at once. Upgrading 322 packages, installing 7, space needed 160 megabytes. Okay. To everyone in chat, what do you think about Debian 13? Are you looking forward to that one? Are you installing it? Are you, I mean, when it's done, right? Are you upgrading immediately when it's released? Are you just interested in what Debian is like, but you are actually using something completely different? I mean, what's your story? Why are you on this stream? What did you think that you will get from this live stream, right? I can do whatever you want. We're just fooling around here, installing, you know, we have installed. Let me just read this quickly. GNU step make experimental urgency medium to support multi-arch. GNU step layout has changed. We are good with GNU step. We're good with GNU step. No worries about that. Like Pacman's -y, but I have already run the apt update manually before I ran full upgrade, so the -u was kind of not needed at that point. But I see what you mean. Okay, I actually never used -u. I always type 2 commands like an idiot. Debian has always been a server for me. My Raspberry Pi at home uses Ubuntu. Why does your Raspberry Pi use Ubuntu? What's the deal with that? Are you using the graphical interface, or what's the deal? Why don't you use Raspberry Pi OS, Raspbian, on the Raspberry Pi? Which LibreOffice does it come with? Someone asked. Dart password of mine. A za 10 minuta moram ići, 15 maksić. Nek se ona spremi. dpkg minus list grep LibreOffice. Okay, so we have LibreOffice 24.8 right now, and I'm not sure if that's the Sid version or the Trixie version, because maybe it is already updated. Yeah, it's already updated. Reboot. I may consider upgrading to... Who said that? Joseph. I may consider upgrading to Debian 13 for Plasma 6 or GNOME 48. Okay. I have a computer that has been running... Oh, what are we getting here? Debian 6.12.13. So the kernel is pretty similar. I have been using Debian for 4 years, but I'm probably going to try switching to OpenMandriva. Okay, okay. But what I think... What I think about OpenMandriva is that in general I have a positive opinion about them, but so we got Plasma 6.3 now, right? These guys are okay, but I think it's a small team, and whoever has at least a little bit of time, I cannot suggest to you that you should volunteer into helping, right? But I think it would be good for the overall experience of all of the OpenMandriva users, the existing ones and the future ones, and you, if at least some new people, some new users would help a little bit to whatever they can, right? Go to their Matrix channel, ask if any help is needed somewhere. Maybe they will say no. I don't know. Maybe that they don't need help, but maybe they are currently overwhelmed with too many new people that have joined last month over all of the political drama and stuff like that. But what could come out good out of all this is that more people will help out. More hands on deck equals better experience for everyone. So the thing with the upgrades, right? I think it should be good if someone could lend another brain to them to brainstorm how to fix this. Let's call it an issue, right? With the forbidden upgrades. I think that should be addressed sooner or later, and better sooner than later, because I think this issue could alienate some of the people, some of the users. Just my 2 cents on this. They never told me how it could break the system. I suppose at the worst case scenario, it would just break to the console. But even that is a little bit annoying, right? If you're stuck with a console until the servers are fully synced, and if that takes like 3 days, that's kind of shit, right? If it takes a couple of hours, then that's bearable. But I don't know. I just read it on their forums. I have no experience with updating at the wrong moment, right? Because when I first installed OpenMandriva, it was a snapshot image from December. And the very first thing I did when I booted into a freshly installed system, the very first thing I did is I updated the entire system. I didn't know that I should read the forum. I just went ahead and updated everything. And it passed perfectly, because I did it when it was properly updatable, right? I wasn't aware that I could land on a mine. That's what I'm saying, right? So my first instinct when I install a new distribution is that I update it fully. That's what I do with every software, every operating system. I install the new operating system, and if it's not Debian, which updates itself during the installation, then I run the update right after it's installed, right? So I think this should be addressed. And I'm still good with maybe giving a try to OpenMandriva. I'm just too as I told as I said to Alexei, I overthink stuff too much. I have to upgrade my service to it once Debian 11 and 12 are completely end-of-lifed. Okay, I may consider upgrading to Debian 13 for Plasma. In this case, yeah, I have a computer that's been running Debian testing. At the time, the Raspbian didn't have Docker, okay, or at least didn't support it. Okay, I understand. If you need Docker, then it is what it is. I have been using Debian for 4 years, but I'm probably going to try switching to I read that already. Sorry about that. I'm staying on Arch. I tried returning to Windows. No, don't do that. I'm just kidding. Do what you need. A colleague of mine told me today, like which distribution are you switching to when you get your new laptop? And I said, I don't know. I did not decide. and he told me, if you can't decide, like go to SUSE, OpenSUSE. And I said, no, OpenSUSE, no, don't do that to me. And then he said, like, then go back to Windows. No, I can't anymore. Debian is the reason why Ubuntu, Mint, and Pop OS exist. Well, clearly yes. I mean, Mint. What is Mint actually? Mint is a desktop environment, right? Pretty much. On top of one of the two operating systems. They do need help with testing and other stuff if someone is non-technical. Yeah, that's true. Testing is always welcome. And not just testing, but also requesting new packages, right? If you need a new package that is not existent in their repository, you can go to their GitHub and simply request a new program that they don't have yet. I have requested Hugo, right, the static website generator, and they have cooked it for me in like 2 or 3 days. Because they thought that it is a good request. So if you have some request that seems like more people could have a use for it, then they will put a priority on it. If it's like ghosty terminal, then it's not that much of a priority, right? Not too many people need ghosty. It's not that relevant as a software. Ubuntu is a fork of Debian. Ubuntu is not a fork, actually. Ubuntu is not a fork. Ubuntu is every Ubuntu is pretty much based on a snapshot of Debian Sid. When you say fork, it means that it's forked once and now they go separate ways. But it's not like that. Ubuntu is like forked from Sid, and when the new Ubuntu comes out, it's forked again from Sid, right? So it's not so it's not like it's so it's not like they went separate ways. Ubuntu always perpetually depends on Debian. Without Debian, Ubuntu cannot live. So, it is what it is. Ubuntu must live. Without Ubuntu, there would be no 300 other distributions. Cinnamon is the desktop. Mint itself is a distro based on Ubuntu or Debian in case of LMDA. Yeah, but Alexei, what I meant is my house is crashing. What I meant is that Debian edition of Mint is freshly prepared Cinnamon on top of clean Debian, which they don't really modify. I don't think they modified it. Maybe they do modify it a little bit, but it's a pretty clean Debian install. Not just Debian plus Cinnamon. They have some small changes to it, but not enough to warrant it being called a distribution. But everything is being called a distribution nowadays. I can fork Debian and change one file in it and call it a Linux Renaissance distribution, and nobody would complain about me saying that. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm just nitpicking and splitting hairs here. What is the time anyway? I need to go in a couple of minutes. I need to taxi. I need to be a taxi driver in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to end this. Let's see what we have here. I mean, there's nothing really. Let's just go ahead and console. Okay, sudo apt update. Let's install something to see how apt behaves. Sudo apt version. We're still at 2.9.20. That's the same version, right? So nothing will change in the visual presentation. Apt install NeoVim. Yeah, it's the same apt, but not version 3 just yet. Windows 7 went end of the life. I wiped the drive and yeah, I can't, at this point I can't go back to Windows anymore. It is my personal thing and my personal choice, so it's not a rant. I just can't. I don't feel maybe it's a little bit stupid, but I feel very alien when I have to use Windows. I simply find all the ways possible to avoid using Windows to the best of my abilities. Sometimes I have to, especially at work, but other than that, I choose not to. And you know, this is my freedom. I love my freedom, and I will choose what I feel comfortable with. This is my take, right? Tuxedo OS is like Linux Mint, but with KDE. Tuxedo has drivers for their special hardware. Alexei says, if I recall correctly, they provide their own Firefox non-ESR backports enabled by default. Backports are not enabled by default. They're not. I have installed Mint, and I had to enable backports manually. Maybe I was talking about Nala. I don't think I did, but maybe I was mistaken about the how much different new apt visually is. Maybe I was mistaken, but yeah, Nala is a little bit more visually different. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I would love to stay here. I really would, but I really have to taxi my daughter to, you know, somewhere. She has a training in 10 minutes, and we will have to drive fast if I don't end the stream abruptly. If you want to chat a little bit more, join my Matrix chat. I will be online on Matrix in 20 minutes from now. And join my Matrix. We can chat a little bit more, just without a stream, right? You will find my Matrix invite link on the below of this stream. So see you there. Who wishes to chat more, who doesn't want to chat anymore. See you in one of the next live streams or in one of my future videos, right? So thank you very much for the most warm viewership. I don't think I had 25 viewers before, so that's pretty neat. Thank you very much for that, and see you around, right?